Hey, we got another song for you tonight written by D.C. Johnson and David D. Dickerson, probably 35 years ago, if not longer. And it's called Where is the Old-Fashioned Church? You know, you can't find too many of them these days with the old pews. Still got the hymnals and no computers and no TV screens on every wall. A lot there not to remind me of my childhood days. So anyway, this song is called Where is the Old-Fashioned Church? Where is the old-fashioned church? Those old-fashioned people with their old-fashioned ways. When prayer was sincere and the Spirit drew near, where is the old-fashioned church today? Suppose that a stranger had come to your town, seeking a spiritual home. What would he find in the church you attend? Would he feel welcome or left all alone? Would he hear a sermon that rattles the soul? Would he learn great biblical themes? Or would he find bingo and a Hollywood show in a church with a huge TV screen? Where is the old-fashioned church? Those old-fashioned altars where God's people pray, where God's word was told and man's word was gold. Where is the old-fashioned church today? Let's be the old-fashioned church, a beacon to all gone astray, a light to the wanderer, strangers and friends. Let's be the old-fashioned church today. Let's be that old-fashioned church today. Yes, it makes you wonder what happened to the old-fashioned church. There's still many of them out there. I just get extra joy when I'm invited to one, and it just happens to give you that old-timey, old-fashioned feeling. And I love it when the preacher steps up and say, "You're about to hear an old-fashioned sermon today, so buckle in and let's get with it." Boy, we have a good old time when you're at the right place at the right time. Where is the old-fashioned church? It's kind of sad. Everything has been replaced. Don't need the hymnals that much. But look at the mistakes they make when they put it up on the board. Misspelled words. Some of them forget a line. You can't beat the old hymnals. I love reading them as well as singing them. If you read it from the hymnal, you're more apt to learn the song and you won't have to rely on the TV screen. And I just love the old-fashioned ways, and I keep it plain and simple as I can. Any technology, I call my son to take care of that stuff. It's just not me. So anyway, but I'm not putting down on your church. If you got all the monitors and all those replacements for hymnals and pews, that's okay. It's just that I have my preferences too. I gotta have the old-fashioned church. I'm glad you stopped by and tuned in to catch a new song, testimony, and story. God bless you, and we'll see you again soon.